G'day guys, it's Jeff here, and we've got, this is an introduction for StoneFaceLock's channel. It's our first dual commentary. We actually did this before, but he failed to record his voice, so, you know, as retarded as he is actually a good Battlefield player, and he brings good content to the YouTube community. I want you to check him out. But with him, people that don't really need an introduction, we've got Hypermole or Gary, and we also have another player who plays with us quite a lot, Monado or John. So hey guys.
Hello. What's going on?
Alright, so Sean, I guess, do you want to introduce your channel and tell everyone what this was about?
Yeah, definitely. I make Battlefield Bad Company 2 videos. It's the only thing I do. I thought the YouTube community was lacking in good Battlefield content. It's a newer game out. It's a really great game that I think people need to learn about. It's a new series for most people, and it's kind of hard to just jump into. The learning curve is pretty steep. And so I just make videos to try to help you guys out and make you a better player.
Awesome. And what about what we're doing on this call?
We're just going to run through all the guns, give all of our opinions on each gun, and let you know what we think, which guns are better, which guns you should stay away from, and just things like that.
Alright, so I guess we'll break this down into 5 or 6 series of videos that we'll release. So let's start with assaults. We've got our favourite beginner noob weapon, the AEK 971 Vintovka. So Gary, why don't you talk about this new assault class weapon?
It's a great starting weapon. You know, it's got a good damage rate, you've got a high rate of fire. You're going to do some work with it, but you're going to be struggling at the early stages if a lot of people are working with the higher level guns. You lose a lot of gunfights, sorry.
Yeah, one-on-one front-on, you lose a lot of gunfights. Yeah, especially if you're going against the higher classes there. But what do you reckon about people who are new to Battlefield, the iron sights of the 971 versus the other beginning guns, I guess, in other classes?
I think they're pretty solid. I like the design, I like the actual, I think they're actually very, very accurate. No, I will use that weapon quite happily if I have to. Not a problem.
Yeah, so I just want to say one thing about this. We got together, it was a Zona, Hypermole and myself, and we actually created new PSN accounts just so we could play Battlefield with all the original weapons and no specializations. And I think we went 6-0 in squad deathmatch, and we've only played 6 games so far. And the AEK, I haven't jumped back to it since I unlocked others, but you're right, I think it's actually a pretty solid gun. As long as you use tactics to get the advantage, because if it's one-on-one front-on, M60s, AN94s, M16s, 416s, whatever, they beat you, regardless. Shotguns and whatnot. Alright, Sean and John, why don't you move on to the next gun, the XM8.
Alright, I'll go ahead. The XM8, it's one of a lot of people's favorite gun. It's overall, obviously, the #2 gun that you're going to get. It's got very good capabilities, pretty high damage, fire rate's mediocre, but the accuracy is pretty good. You're going to get some pretty good spread with that. Now the iron sights on this are actually one of my favorite iron sights of all the guns, and I don't even use the sight with it. I think that's why most people like it.
And John, what about you, mate?
I like the XM8, but I'm kind of with Gary. I like the AK 971.
Over the top.
Yeah, AEK.
You were just talking about iron sights as well, Sean. So Marksman training. Let's talk about the assault rifle Marksman training. It's my understanding that it only works with the iron sights, and I've seen that for myself when I've used the perk or not. But Gary, you got a book on it. What does that book say?
Officially, field notes state this specialization, significantly improves the accuracy of your assault kit's rifle. However, to benefit from this perk, you must fire the weapon while zoomed in using the weapon's iron sights.
Yeah, so it doesn't even change hip fire. It's zoomed in, aim down sight with the iron sight. So if you're going to use the assault rifle training, I think the best gun is probably the XM8 with its iron sights.
It also recommends a lot of the specializations that you can take a knee standing still. You're better doing it. You can't really do it on the run.
Right. Actually, we'll talk about that when we get to medics class. But with the patches that are coming out, especially for all the LMGs, you need to take a knee if you want some accuracy at medium to long range now. So that's probably a good thing for people to move back to the Marksman perk.
Alright.
Right, what's the next gun?
F2000.
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 Thing sprays bullets like it's no tomorrow. It's got
If you can do station works, I think it's great for station work if you're going to actually be in buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
White Pass,
I've got a gold
Conquest.
star in it. I love that gun. I really do.
I just got the bronze and left it alone.
I think the important thing is that medium range or longer. If you aren't bursting it, then you shouldn't be using that gun because you're just not going to hit anything.
Yeah, I worked it until the gold star, and as you say, if you just kind of take what you get from it, you just learn how to use it, you're going to do some damage with it. It's not got the best damage in its class, but its high rate of fire's putting a lot more bullets into anybody than you're going to get with any other weapon.
Right. Also, in that book that you have, Gary, it talks about mobility as one of the points. I think it says high mobility for the F2000 and also for the Steyr AUG. But have you noticed in game, or anyone noticed, Sean, that when you're running, you could be the same class as someone else, but they run quicker than you, even if they don't have lightweight on?
Yes.
Is that something to do with the mobility of the gun?
Well, that's a Mythbusters episode waiting to happen right there. You could do a you could do just a basic race, showing each other how fast each person runs.
Yep. Okay. We'll have to do that. So Sean, Steyr, have you used it yet?
Yeah, I have. I don't prefer it, but it's definitely mediocre gun. I haven't really used it that much, but when I did, I didn't have much success with it. But some people prefer it, some people don't. It's kind of a personal opinion thing.
I think it sounds pretty sweet, but between those two guns, if you're going to actually go for something, like on station defense or whatnot, I would prefer the AUG over the F2000.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know. I just think it's got a better performance.
Yeah, I would probably tend to agree with you, but I've got a kind of love relationship with the F2000. I mean, I love it in Modern Warfare as well. I just like playing with it.
Do they have the same rounds per minute? They do, I think.
That's above my knowledge. That right away.
Yeah, I think it might be 800 each, but the AUG pumps out more damage. From the Den Kirsten charts I saw, I think it's the AUG that's stronger.
Yeah, it's definitely yeah.
Rightio. Sean, what's the next one?
The AUG.
Next one. Well, we got to talk about the AUG or the A94.
Let's jump on the AN94. I think we covered the start.
The A94 is
Beast!
by far, yeah, the most powerful gun in the assault kit. And I've actually just picked it up just because of the fact that they are patching the M16. So I decided if they want to boost the A94, then I'll put it in my hands and use it.
So I'm going to read a quote from the Battlefield, the EA site here. Slightly increase the damage of the AEK 971, the F2000, the AN94, and the AUG over long range to balance them with other assault rifles. So the AN94 is, if that's the only change they're doing, I'm not going to use any other assault gun. I've already gone through 2 platinums. I mean, if they give you 2 platinums, I've already got like 2,300 kills on that beast. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you can see I like it.
I got 17. Yeah. I'm quite happy with that.
I think pre or post patch, 2 burst round, damn strong, fairly accurate at long range. Don't need an ACOG, just chuck a red dot on it. You can counter snipe with it if you burst properly. You can quick burst as quick as your finger is, and the advantage over the M16, if you're talking about a burst weapon, is that you're doing 1 less round per burst. So by the time you've dispatched a couple of enemy, you still got half a clip left. With the M16, you have to reload. Yeah,
and you only need 2 bursts with the A94.
With Magnum ammo,
if you're bang
definitely.
On, yeah.
So if you run the AN94, I put Magnum ammo on there just because I like poning noobs. But if you, when I'm playing a proper game, you will see me move it to body armor or to explosions, or depending on what role I need to perform. Even lightweight when I want to flank.
I prefer the red dot on that weapon as well. I don't like the iron sights in the slightest on the AN94. The iron sights are just they're tiny. You can barely see what you're aiming down.
Right. But yeah, beast gun, can't get past it.
Love it.